Aquarius, welcome to your reading, Sun and Rising and Venus, and welcome to Divine Feminine Tarot. We're doing your monthly reading. Sorry, it's late. Um, it's been very hectic. A lot of stuff has happened, and I've been sick. So apparently it's allergies. I've never had such a problem with allergies until recently. You guys are my guinea pigs this time around. I think last time Pisces was my guinea pigs. Oh, beautiful. You guys had a lot of reverse cards, so I'm doing the reversed here. Huh. This month, you're finally coming out of feeling trapped. So you have the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. You may be moving on from someone that you lost love for. For some of you, with the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse, you possibly feel like, for some of you, you're saying you've lost love. You're moving on. You're no longer feeling burdened by this person who may not have been loving towards you, who may have been this Queen of Cups in reverse. They may have been cold and distant, and so you're finally no longer feeling trapped. You may have cut ties with them. Doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a mother. Anyone with that feminine energy in your life that it resonates with is what it's going to resonate with. Now, you have the Moon card here, so you have the Moon card, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. So, we're looking at understanding the illusion that is surrounding a masculine energy in your life. If you're masculine, this may be you. This may be you, this Emperor energy. You might be going inside yourself to do some evaluation, because your life has been chaotic. I know I've been following your readings very closely. I don't know why, but you guys have been dealing with the same cycle with someone that you've been involved with. And so because of that same cycle, you're coming out of that cycle, and now it's almost like a period of understanding those dark aspects of your soul, understanding the subconscious, right? Lighting the path through the darkness. And to me, the Nine of Wands, they're trying to find their way through this forest, right? And I feel like that's you right now. You're having persistence. You're trying to find your way out of the dark. And the moonlight is the only thing that's igniting your path. It's the only thing that gives you light to move on through the darkness. Because when we know when it's dark outside and there isn't any moonlight, it's pitch black, right? The only thing that's shining is the stars. And the stars aren't enough to, give light into the darkness. Only the moon is. And so it may feel like, what's the word? Excuse me. Not feel. I don't want to say feel. It may feel. That's not what I was going to say. The moon also represents the subconscious, okay? So like I said, going into the deeper levels of subconscious. These things could scare you. I know when dealing and facing the dark aspects of my soul, I get scared because I don't want to come into reality and face the fact that sometimes I'm not so nice, like sometimes I revert to that negative aspect of myself. But it's really about exploring that, accepting it. And if you can make changes here and there, make changes here and there. Aquarius is a very fixed sign, just like a Taurus is, and a Scorpio is, and a Leo is. And so oftentimes we are stuck in our ways. And so a lot of people will try to change aspects of us that we just cannot change because that's who we're literally fixed. We're not adaptable. You know what I mean? That's taking away from the true characters of ourselves, unlike other people who are very flow, can go with the flow, can adapt, can change, there are certain parts of us that are just fixed. And so you're exploring that, you're gonna move through that. You're gonna, evaluate that part of you. You have the Eight of Wands and the Death card in reversed. So you guys are my guinea pigs with doing the reverse cards, first ones, all right? So Eight of Wands is about fast movement. And so in reverse, it's probably not happening as fast as you would like it. It's probably moving at a slower pace, a sure pace, to really get to the point of being able to evaluate instead of, run from those fears. So you gotta think to yourself, like, before, I was this way in a relationship, and then what lessons did I learn out of that relationship? What can I take out of that relationship that's gonna have meaning about myself? So it could be, with the Eight of Wands here, there could be movement that's so slow because you're going through such a huge personal transformation, and you're doing some inner purging with these two cards here. And sometimes that purge, you might have been like quick to jump into the next relationship, and you realize like that's no longer working for you, and so you have to change it up. You have to like start getting to know people. You want to just be friends with people first off instead of just jumping straight into a relationship. So those would be kind of things that you would take with you. So you have the Tower in reverse with Temperance. And the Tower is an upheaval, right? So when we're viewing the Tower in reverse, it's almost like things are going to work out in time. Once again, this is personal transformation. It could be fear of change. So if you keep going, you're going to keep going in the cycles, the same cycles until you can figure out what it is that you need to change. And because of that, you're going to need time to yourself. I'm just going to say that to yourself because right now is a period for you of purging and personal transformation. This is the second card you've got in regards to transformation, the Death in reverse, and then the Tower in reverse. And so it can also represent for some of you fears and anxieties and resisting to change. And you're just going to keep ending up in the same cycles unless you break that cycle. But you have to figure out what it is that you need to in order to break that cycle. It might even just be like letting something go, which I think you guys are doing. So there's the Tower in reverse and Temperance. It's going to take time. It's not going to just be right off the bat. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to probably have periods of crying. You're going to have periods of maybe, being angry or screaming at the world or, self-pity. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. So then you're going to need to work on the healing. And then at some point, with Temperance card there, you're going to come into abundance because you're going to heal from within. You're going to realize like certain aspects of life, like, okay, well, this is what I've been doing wrong, and like these revelations and the realizations are going to bring you into a new mindset. And so that mindset is going to be like, well, maybe I'm enough. I'm enough for myself. I should be enough for someone else. I don't have to allow these people to treat me this way or that way. Next time I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do this right. I'm going to do that right. I want to come from a different place. And so here's something interesting. You have the King of Wands in reverse, and you have the Ace of Wands. So you might have some kind of creative opportunity or passionate opportunity, some kind of new start with this King of Wands in reversed. So when the King of Wands appears upright, we're looking at someone who is, they're passionate about life. They're charismatic. They're beautiful. They're, their vitality is like, they draw so much attention to them. So like they're the kind of people who walks into the room and like all eyes are on them because they just got this magnitude about them. And so they're a leader, they're a visionary, entrepreneur, they're just like someone you want to grovel at their feet, like, oh yeah, I love that we can sit here and have hours of interesting conversations, and you're so creative, a musician, an artist, a painter, someone who's funny. And so that's not them in reversed. They're very impulsive and haste and ruthless, high expectations. So you're going to have an opportunity with someone who maybe has high expectations, or they could just be, they could just even want to start something very fast, like boom, and so you're going to have to like, that makes you feel imbalanced because you have the Strength card in reversed, and then you have fears and anxieties in regards. So this is the end of July. So you have a new opportunity that comes in and presents itself to you, and they're moving so fast, and you're just like, whoa, 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 I don't know if I'm ready for this, and I'm not sure if this is something you wanted, or if it's just like out of surprise, someone comes out of surprise and is like, hey, let's get this, and you're like, whoa, 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 where did you come from? Like, I'm not ready for this, I'm still purging. And so that's going to be like a huge factor for you at the end of the month. Let me see if I can clarify who this King of Wands is. Is this King of Wands? Who is this King of Wands? Let me clarify the King of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure if you want to take this, because it can go two ways. This can go two ways. Either this is someone that you gave up on and weren't sure whether they were a soulmate or not. It could have been someone that you had an argument with, or you just weren't aligned with. Things weren't working out. It could have been someone that you had broken up from in the past, a past lover. Hell, it could even be the person that you're choosing to walk away from. And so they could have even been like, pulled the, oh, I changed card on you, to reel you back in. I don't think it's gonna work out. The Wheel of Fortune here is in reverse as well. And the Five of Cups is in reversed. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse talks about like breaking cycles. So I think this is the person that you've been dealing with that is at the end of the month trying to come back into you because they see what you're doing. They see what you're up to. They see what's happened, right? And they've created all this energy and this negative aspect. And then they see that you're going through this purge and they see that you're getting ready to move on. And now they're like, wait, I've changed. I want you back, baby. And then it's like, what are you going to do? What the fudge are you going to do? Yeah, no. I think that's exactly what's happening, Aquarius. Is that person that you were dealing with is trying to come back into your life again. And it's up to you to break the cycle, man. It really is. Man or woman, whichever you prefer. Sorry, I even call women dudes. But I think with that Five of Cups in reverse, you're gonna move on. You're not gonna. Yeah. I feel like it's that person that you've been dealing with, and they're back, like surprise, and you're just like, no, I need to learn my lesson, and that's to get away from you. Bye. So, good luck, Aquarius. We are going to be doing. Oh gosh, excuse me. Possible mini oracle readings because I didn't get to do mini oracle readings for the zodiac signs, and then we'll do the mini oracle forecast for each zodiac sign, and then we're gonna do who's trying to come back into your life. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.